Someone says, "Is it a little cold in here?" And within about 10 seconds, you've got goosebumps. You read the side effects list on a new medication, may cause dizziness, fatigue, mild nausea, and 20 minutes after taking it, you feel weirdly, suspiciously dizzy. You didn't choose to feel that way. A few words landed in your brain and your actual body changed because of them. Here's the problem your ancestors were actually solving. Imagine someone in your group eats a red berry and describes feeling violently sick an hour later. You have two options. You can wait, watch, and personally verify that the berry is dangerous by eating one yourself, which might kill you. Or you can simply believe what you were told instantly without proof and never touch that berry again. Every single ancestor who chose the second option survived to pass that habit on to you. Everyone who insisted on independently confirming every piece of information tended not to. Trusting suggestion wasn't a character flaw. It was one of the single biggest survival shortcuts available to a social species, and you inherited the version of the brain that took the deal. That deal comes with a side effect though, and it's a big one. Your body will respond to a suggestion almost as strongly as it responds to the real thing, even when there's no real thing happening at all. Researchers have demonstrated this constantly with what's called the placebo effect. Give someone a sugar pill and tell them it's a powerful painkiller, and a meaningful number of people report real measurable pain relief, sometimes with the exact same brain chemistry changes you'd see from an actual drug. Your brain isn't being tricked so much as doing exactly what it evolved to do, treating a credible claim from a trusted source as real information worth acting on ASAP. The flip side is just as strong and somehow even stranger. Tell someone a treatment might cause headaches and a chunk of people will report headaches, even if what they actually took was completely inert. This is called the nocebo effect, and it's the same mechanism running in reverse. Your body doesn't carefully fact-check the warning label before deciding how to feel. It just hears headache is possible, and quietly starts producing the exact symptom it was warned about. This is also why who delivers the suggestion matters almost as much as the suggestion itself. The exact same sugar pill produces a stronger placebo effect when it's handed to you by someone in a white coat than by someone in street clothes. And an injection tends to outperform a pill of the identical fake substance, purely because it feels more serious and more medical. None of that is rational. Your conscious mind knows a costume doesn't change chemistry, but the suggestibility system isn't asking your conscious mind for permission. It's scanning for the oldest signal your ancestors ever used to sort reliable information from noise. Does this source look like someone worth trusting completely? A white coat, a calm, authoritative voice, a confident diagnosis delivered without hesitation. All of it reads as exactly that kind of source, whether or not it actually is one. There's a reason a confident wrong answer so often beats a hesitant correct one. For most of human history, someone who spoke with total certainty had usually earned that certainty through first-hand experience, while someone who hedged, paused, and qualified everything they said usually had less reliable information to offer in the first place. Confidence itself became a rough but usually accurate shortcut for trustworthiness. In a world where you had no way to fact-check a stranger before deciding whether to believe them, that same shortcut is still fully active today, which is exactly why a con artist who never once hesitates can talk someone out of their life savings, while an honest expert who says it's complicated loses the room to whoever offers the simpler, far more confident, far less accurate answer. This is also why almost nobody wants to be the one person who says something different from everyone else in the room. Researchers have run versions of this experiment for decades. Put one person in a group where everyone else has been quietly told to give an answer that's obviously visibly wrong, and a striking number of people will go along with the group rather than trust their own eyes. It feels irrational from the outside. From the inside, it's the same ancient math running again. If everyone around me agrees on something, the odds that I'm the one who's wrong feel higher than the odds that an entire group is mistaken, even when the evidence is sitting right in front of you. This is also why symptoms can spread through a group of people with nothing physically wrong with any of them. It's happened in schools and workplaces more than once. One or two people start feeling dizzy or nauseous, word spreads through the room, and within an hour, a dozen more people are reporting the exact same symptoms, even when there was never any actual contaminant, gas leak, or illness involved. Nobody's lying. Nobody's faking it. Their bodies are just doing the same ancient thing yours does, taking a credible signal from people around them and converting it directly into physical sensation. You've almost certainly done a smaller version of this yourself. Look up a headache online, and within 4 clicks, you'll have convinced yourself you might have something much worse. And you'll start noticing every faint twinge in your body as evidence. That's not hypochondria making you weak-willed. That's the exact same suggestibility system that once kept your ancestors from eating poisonous berries, now running full speed on a symptom checker website that was never built with your actual well-being in mind. Advertisers have understood this for longer than you'd think, even without knowing the evolutionary reason behind all of this. A confident voice telling you a product works, a stranger on screen describing how much it changed their life, the simple phrase "as seen on TV," none of it is real evidence of anything. Neither is "only 3 left in stock," but it still manages to make you add something to your cart at 11 at night that you will regret by breakfast. Your suggestibility system isn't checking footnotes. It's running the same ancient calculation your ancestors ran around a fire. Does this sound like credible information from someone I have reason to trust, or a situation urgent enough to act on now instead of later? If the answer is close enough to yes, part of you starts acting on it before the more skeptical, analytical part of your brain even finishes loading. Rumors and group panic work through the exact same channel, just at a much larger scale than any single campfire could ever manage. One confident claim repeated by enough people starts to feel true regardless of evidence, because your brain is built to weigh how many people around me believe this almost as heavily as, is this actually verified? For most of human history, that was a perfectly reasonable bet. If your entire group believed something, there was usually a real reason behind it, even if you personally hadn't seen the evidence yourself. The internet broke that assumption completely, letting a false claim get repeated, shared, and reposted by thousands of strangers just as easily as a true one, while your suggestibility system keeps treating volume and confidence as if they were proof exactly the way it always has. Hypnosis, oddly enough, is just this same system turned up as far as it will go. A hypnotist isn't implanting anything new into your mind or unlocking some hidden power. They're simply lowering your usual skepticism, often just by talking slowly, confidently, and repetitively until ordinary suggestions, the kind you resist all day without noticing, start landing the way they would have landed on an ancestor with no particular reason to doubt the person speaking to them. None of this means you're naive or weak-minded or bad at thinking for yourself. It means you're running the same system that let humans learn an entire language just from listening to people talk, absorb generations of survival knowledge without personally testing each piece of it. Suggestibility is the cost of being a species that learns primarily from each other instead of from scratch every single generation. It mostly worked brilliantly for 200,000 years, long before anyone had to worry about sugar pills, warning labels, or someone online insisting they know exactly what's wrong with you. It just happens to also be the reason a stranger telling you it's cold in here can put goosebumps on your arms before you've even checked the thermostat. And the reason that somewhere in the back of your mind right now, you're a little bit more suggestible than you were before you started watching this.